welcome back to my channel. Today we're talking about something a little bit different. If you follow me on any of my liquid chrome nails social media, be it Instagram or Facebook page, even my own personal page, you'll know that there is a bit of a competition going on, an online photo competition. If you haven't followed East Coast Nail Techs yet, that would be on both Facebook and on Instagram. That is where all the rules are posted, any updates, anything like that. That is also where you can hashtag your upcoming art, even if you wanted to take a picture of your spread of all your junk as it's out when you're doing the nail art, or maybe a color palette or something fun, and hashtag it East Coast Nail Techs. That would be super cool as well. We do have our own Instagram. It's kind of small just yet because it's growing, but that is something that I've got in the works. It's out there, it's ready to rock and roll. So I thought I'd go over some of the rules today. I think they're fairly straightforward, but I just wanted to talk them through and just to bring a little awareness about the competition. US, Canada, doesn't matter. I've had a couple of questions, so I do want to clear them up in here. All of the contact information to contact me personally about questions is also on there, and I will link it in the description below. You do have to be certified in order to compete. If it's just licensing in your area or whatever the case is, that is also all right, but the prizes are professional products. So we don't want to be just sending out professional products to someone that can't go ahead and purchase them in the future. We need to know that you are nail tech. Okay, so first things first, the theme is sunshine and summertime. So vague, I know, so vague. It's a huge theme. You could do almost anything, and that's why I did it that way. You, at a pool party, barbecue, beach, sunshine, foliage in the summertime, whatever. I wanted it to be broad, I wanted it to be big, so that is why the theme is just a little bit vague, or so it seems. So your entries are due June 7th. That gave you about a month from when the release date was, but that still gives you a fair amount of time. So June 7th is the deadline, midnight, June 7th. All entries, all pictures must be taken with a white background and no props. Here's why. When you get doing a background, it makes things blurry sometimes. It also makes it harder for you to get a good picture, but it just makes it harder for us as judges to be able to look at it. So I just thought across the board, white background, no props, period. As time goes on and as other competitions come forward, because they will, there will be themes that will allow props. There will be themes that are a little different, but I thought for this first one, we would just do white, no props. So you may enter up to 3 separate designs or 3 separate times. They will be seen as separate entries, but you may enter 3 times if you so choose. So all entries can be sent to eastcoastnailtech@gmail.com. I will link that down below. That is an email address that we're using solely for the competition. We may post your entry on the East Coast Nail Tech Instagram, so know that when you send it, it could end up out there. And you can also, like I said before, hashtag the East Coast Nail Tech in pictures that you post, or in progress pictures that you post, in ideas. Maybe you've had something that's inspired you, anything like that. We don't mind a bit. So you need to include your name, your proof of certification, and your high resolution picture. Make sure it's high res, make sure we can see it well. If there's any problems on our end when I receive the picture, I will email you immediately. Like, I'm not just gonna let that slide and then say, oh, well, your picture wasn't very good. I will be in contact. Again, all questions can be sent to East Coast Nail Tech, be it on Instagram, the email, or the Facebook page. I feel like I've said that a lot, but so open to US and Canada. The top 3 entries will be chosen. I have some amazing prizes. I haven't split them up into first, second, third yet. Can West has been gracious enough to sponsor us. If you do shop with them, head on over and check out what they have. This weekend, this video should go up Monday, and there is a sale going on, so go check it out. But I've got some super cool prizes, really super cool prizes. So if you're following East Coast Nail Tech on Facebook especially, I am gonna link everything. Like if it goes up on Facebook, it's going up on Instagram and vice versa, but it's a lot to look after and we are volunteers, so that's no excuse, but it might be a day, it might be a little slow getting to one or the other. But I am going to start doing live video or video, I'm not quite sure how that's going to work out, with all the prizes. So stay tuned. I'm going to go through all the prizes. I'm going to give you guys a countdown. We're going to do the whole thing. It's going to be happening. So if you're not following, make sure you're following. Okay. No stickers, stamps, or water transfers. Pretty straightforward. No stickers, stamps, or water transfers. Do your own art. We want you to do your own art. Each nail must contain some component of art. So no plain nails, guys. No full gem nails. You know, you can make that happen. You can make your gemmed nails, your crystalled nails happen without just a full nail of crystals. Must be able to see all 5 nails. Pose of your choice, but must be able to see all 5 nails. We're not judging you on your pose, on your, you know, artsy pose. We're judging the nail art. So all 5 nails must be able to be seen. Pictures of one hand only. It may be your hand. That's the reason why I've done this. It may be your hand as a nail tech. It also may be tips, full tips, but it may be tips. They can be displayed however you want them to be displayed. It's kind of limited with your white background, no props. But there you go, tips. There may be a watermark. You may watermark your pictures. Since we may be posting them and we will be tagging you, if you want to watermark your picture, that's absolutely fine. But the watermark cannot be touching any component of the nail, the skin, the art. It can't be part of the picture. The watermark just needs to be like up in a corner or wherever. So the complexity of the design of each finger will be evaluated, as well as the flow of the art, and all 5 nails must be cohesive. So you're not going to have, you know, I don't know, it must be cohesive. It just must flow together. So no short nails. It's all about the length. Give us the length. Give us competition nails. Google some competition nails. There are some wild stuff out there. Okay, I think that's a helicopter. I have the window open. Sorry about that. So your length should be consistent across all nails. I think that's pretty well a given, but your length needs to be consistent. No visible dust, debris, or excessive oil. So clean things up real good. You've got all the time in the world. So make sure things are good and clean. The cuticle and surrounding area must be free of cuts and irritation. I know that it happens that sometimes your client or your model comes to you with a cut or an irritation. No, find another model. No cuts, no irritation. That will dock points. You don't want that. If there's any questions, ask them here, ask them on any of the email addresses that I've given you, ask them on any of the social media that I've given you. Just ask them. It's better off to ask now than to be uncertain. Things, again, are pretty straightforward. These rules are written out on all of those social media outlets. Those rules are there. They are written exactly how I have read them. I really want you guys to have fun with this, and I really want this to be a thing going forward. I want to be able to do this again. So I want this to really be successful. I want us to be able to have lots of cool prizes and lots of cool things going on. So go to those pages, follow those pages, figure out what you're going to use for an entry, and send it along. Have a great day.